Hello and welcome to the How to Earn $1,000 a Month by Swing Trading Crypto series. In this video, we're going to talk about Zilliqa. So go ahead and smash the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. And remember, if you're already subscribed, welcome back. Nothing in this video is financial advice, so please do your own research. I'm simply sharing my path and my experience with you. Only invest what you can stand to lose or be stuck holding for a long period of time. And beware of the spam in the comments. I'll never try to lead you to another platform like WhatsApp or Telegram or any other platform like that. If you do see spam in the channel, just know that spam is in no way affiliated with this channel. All right, so let's move on back to Zilliqa. If you bought, sold, held, or mined or plan on investing or doing more research on Zilliqa, please put a hashtag ZIL in the comments. And in this video, we're going to talk about Zilliqa. We're going to start with the price action from when it went live to the current day. And we're going to look at some highs and lows during that time. From there, we're going to go ahead and do a trade simulation where we invest $3,000. We're going to pick out the top 5 trading opportunities on one of the months where ZIL was trading low and see if we can still make that $1,000 goal for that particular month. And then the way we're going to do the simulation is we're going to invest the initial $3,000 into all 5 of these best opportunities. We're going to take profits and then reinvest the $3,000. Now in real life you can compound by just keep reinvesting all that you earn, but in this scenario we're going to go ahead and pull out our profits along the way. Also, if you want to try another amount other than $3,000, go ahead and break out your calculator and we'll show you how to calculate that up too. Alright, and once we pick out that low month for ZIL, we'll go ahead and do the same simulation for the last 30 days. So what we'll do is also everything will be the same, and then in both simulations we're also going to see if there were other opportunities outside of those top 5 opportunities in order to earn profits. Alright, so once we finish our trade simulation, we're going to look at the tokenomics of ZIL. We're going to look at things like the current price, the market cap, and other valuable information that will tell you, let us better know when to buy, trade, or hold Zilliqa. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at Zilliqa when it went live. It looked like it was in early 2019, late 2018. So as we see here, started out, looks like about 6 or 7 cents, bounced down below a nickel, and then shot up to, at the time, its all-time high of just under 20 cents. So it looks like about 19 cents here. Then very shortly it started to take a nosedive, where it got all the way down under 2 cents, then bounced over and kind of hung around that 2-3 cent mark. Then it dropped down to around a penny, and then even lower to just under a penny. Then it started to rise again, and then in 2021 it reached that nickel and then bounced. And then also in 2021 it reached a dime, and then it started to carry on up to its all-time high of 23.66, so almost 24 cents. And it did that twice. It reached its peak and then surpassed it. Then it dropped down sharply, where it kind of held over a nickel for a good period of time. And in 2022 it broke beneath that nickel and then shot on up again in 2022 up to looks like 17, almost 18 cents. Then it fell sharply again, dropped under a nickel, and once it dropped under a nickel in looks like mid to late 2022, it stayed under a nickel the whole time. So what we're going to look at is we're going to do our trade simulation for January 2023, as it did have some action, but it didn't drop over a nickel. So let's look at that January 2023 month, and we'll see here we took a huge jump up, 41%, 41.4%, 25.7, 12.4, a 9.5, and another 12.4. Outside of that, looks like wasn't much room to gain any ground. So that might, yeah, that's nothing else over 5%. So when we talk about the high during this month of January 2023, that occurred on the 27th. That's here, where it reached a little over 3 cents at 0.03048. And then the lowest is where it started off January 1st at just over a penny and a half at 0.01572. Right? So let's look at these trades and see how much they would have gotten us in cash off a $3,000 investment. Like I said, if you wanted to do another number, you can use that number instead of 3,000. So first we got to do that 3,000 times that by, and we're going to convert this along as well as the other ones into decimals. So 41.4% will be converted into 0.414, and that would equal $1,242. So that 41.4% profit would have gave us $1,242 off of a $3,000 investment. All right, next, this 25.7 would convert into the decimal 0.257, and it would have yielded $771. Then our 12.4 would convert to 0.124, and it would have brought in $372. Then our 9.5 would convert to 0.095, and that would have brought us in a good $285. And then finally, our last 12.4, just like the other one, would convert to 0.124, and once again, that would also bring in $372. So the potential for this one, minus any fees, would be over $3,000 at $3,042. This would 3 times our goal and double our investment. All right, so if you did this perfect, you would walk away with $6,042 off that $3,000 in the month of January of 2023. All right, so that was a great month to swing trade, as long as you caught the right lows. This one, anywhere in here, would be easy to catch. Selling up here, just catch this one down here would have been more challenging. But let's say you were 70% accurate, still would have made over $2,100 of profits. All right, so let's go ahead and see how Zilliqa did over the last 30 days. And we're talking August 6th to September the 5th. As you see here, it was kind of jaggy, but we got a lot of opportunities. That looks steep, but since the high occurred on August 13th, that was here, and it was at 0.01261, so a little over a penny, and the low was also a little over a penny on August 6th. When it started off tracking, that was at 0.01066. Because of that low margin, that's why these start to see a lot sharper, because you're not covering a lot of ground up and down. So this looks like on the other chart would have been well over 50-60%, but because of this, we only hit 12.6%. Then we got a 10.9%, a 7.1, another 12.6, and another 7.1. So these would have been 5s, 4.5s, maybe 5-6% here. So you might have got 3 5s to be generous, or maybe 4 5s. We kind of say this is 5.5, this was 5.7, this was 4.3. So if they average out to 4 5s, that's a 20. So that's 3,000 times 0.2. So these could easily brought in $600 if picked just at the right time. All right, additional 600. So let's go see how we did over with these. Once again, if you want to try a different number, you're more than welcome. So 3,000 times, convert this to 0.126. That would be $378. Then our 10.9% will convert to 0.109. That would have brought in $327. Okay, then plus that. So this was 378 was the first one. I'll bring it back. No worries. So that brought us up to $705. Our 7.1% will convert to 0.071, and that would be $213. Then our 12.6 again would be $378 again. And our 7.1 would still be $213. It will convert to 0.071. $213. And that would have brought us in 1509, which is still 1.5 or 1.5 times our goal. So we made a 50% profit on our initial. And if we throw in our $600 that we talked about, could have made over $2,100 if it done perfectly. But as I always say, and I left out this one too. This one might have been 4%. It looks big, but not that big of a gain. If you were 70%, you probably didn't make your. You did. You just still made the goal if you were 70% accurate. If you only use these 5, so this was still a good month swing. That time frame, the last 30 days was a good time frame to swing trade Zilliqa. So let's go ahead and remove that and take another look at it. Yep, was a good time. 1, 2, 3, possibly 4, maybe even a little more. All right, so let's go ahead and now that we completed those swing or the trade simulations, let's go ahead and look at the tokenomics of ZIL. So we can see our current price is at 0.01139, just slightly over a penny. And Zilliqa sits at number 318 in market cap at a $213.6 million market cap. And the current 24-hour trade volume was at $13.1 million. A lot of traffic. Circulating supply is 18.7 billion, and that is out of 21 billion coins. And a max supply of also 21 billion coins. Now I wasn't able to find any solid information about how the supply is. Hopefully since it is a proof of work coin, these all should be mineable unless there are some locked up for the initial investors. All right, so that's about all we have for the tokenomics of ZIL. And just as a reminder, if you haven't done so, if you're interested in ZIL, go ahead and put that hashtag ZIL in the comments. And if you want to see other videos with crypto broken down in the same manner of different cryptos, go ahead and click the rectangle in the center of your screen. If you want to see what other type of material the channel offers, go ahead and click other type of videos, click the circle in the bottom right. So thanks for watching, take care, and we will see you on the next one.